this morning. We say thank you for choosing us. Thank you so much for choosing 103.9. We're here to wrap up the biggest stories of within the space of entertainment for the week, and lots of trending stuff as usual. We're here to do it from now till the hours of 12 when I make way for the next program. It's called the Mixtape Show with my brother DJ Iconic Icon. But production is solid as ever. I have the Bisway up in the building. My man, what dude is online, making sure that we're streaming across all our social media portals. So make sure you link up on X is Hits 103.9, Facebook is Hits 103.9 FM. That is on Facebook and of course on YouTube as well. Well, this week we're in. Shouts going out to my brother up in the building, Mr. Adam Jotomi. Last week you did the sitting. I listened to a couple of stuff and I'm like, hey, Charlie, the newest presenter in town.
The matter chop hot.
He chop hot.
He chop hot.
Presenter where you fight with your pundit.
Oh, it be. I mean, it's for the culture, for the culture on the streets.
Hey, Adam.
For the streets.
Jolly. You do all of your job.
For the streets. But make people go drop them a comment. I mean, make them come on Facebook.
Yeah.
Today, I will give them shout out. So make them come on Facebook. Drop them names, where they are listening to us from.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see them so that we give them some.
Definitely.
Yeah. So,
definitely.
Yeah,
big shouts going out to my brother E.T. Adams. You say you're listening to us. And the team inside Kumasi as well. Yes, I had the opportunity of being in Kumasi last week. And then the number of people that would hit me up and say, Charlie, they would follow. Whether it's Daybreak Hits or Showbiz Review Extra, Charlie, we follow. We're keeping an update. Charlie.
Kumasi, what you go do for there, Charlie? Because the way you go Kumasi on Vast Day.
Yeah. Did it trigger you? No, I had an event in Kumasi.
I wanted to find out with my principals.
No, I had an event, Charlie. I did do event. Yeah, you know how they do event, a monthly event in Kumasi.
They no camp you.
Who go fit camping?
Okay.
What agenda when our episode driver? No, we agenda this.
Okay.
I shoot it down in the name of Jesus. Let's go. But lots to discuss this morning. Lots of entertainment stories over the weekend. And I'll ask you, how has your week been, Adam?
Oh, for me, the week has been, it's really been a hectic one. Mm-hmm. It started from the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, Friday was Kwabna's birthday event. It was, packed solid. Then followed by Lumba. Mm-hmm. I mean, Charlie, the legend. Sark was in the building. I mean, it was beautiful.
Oh, so that's the event that Sark about. He knelt down for Daddy.
Yeah, they did a song together. They have a song together, so they performed it.
Okay, is the song out?
Yeah, it's out.
Is it the old one?
Old one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I've also heard stories of a new.
It's possible.
I've also heard stories of a new Sark and Dad Lumba.
It's an ardent Lumba fan. You see him in his car playing Lumba songs among others. Then the Sunday took through a Gantuan birthday party for the wife, Sewa. I mean, at their residence on they call it Tick Hills, on that hills close to broadcasting. So it was beautiful. I mean, if you look at their residence, Charlie, it's a beautiful house.
Yeah.
With a pool in the sky.
Wow.
That's beautiful. I mean, Chala Bronsain Kesiepa. Big ups to the man. I mean, a Jumano, a young Kofusi is caning, but Ebim Swaying is car. Intia Ebin Wamdu Sika fine. So, I mean, Sek has shown that. I mean, we always sit here and talk about the legends. We don't want to see them begging. We don't want to see them, and some are living it. I mean, Reggie Rockstone or Bo, all of these people are making sure to prove the status quo wrong, that if you put your act together well, if you look smart, you can make something out of the business. So big ups to Tick and happy belated birthday to Sewa. Nanama McBrown was there, Rockstone.
I've seen videos. I've seen videos and pictures of it. But anyway, hold on to that. I have to be straight up in the building. We're about to enter into our weekly trends. And Debbie, how are you doing?
I'm good.
How has your week been?
My week has been amazing. A little stressful, but it's been okay.
Small, it could be.
Go be.
No.
How has your week been?
I mean, a little bit under the weather after my event. So I have an event in Kumasi, so I had to kick back a little bit.
You took a lot of water.
Yeah.
That's why you were under the weather. You know, the water enter you too much. So we put you under the weather.
Anyway, what is happening? What is trending? Well, what has been trending?
So this week there's been a number of trending stories, from entertainment to politics to And so our first story is coming from the energy minister as he appeals to Ghanaians he says, bear with us as we fix power challenges permanently. Have you guys been experiencing any power outages this week?
Yes, a little bit in Accra, but Kumasi is quite severe.
Hey.
It's quite severe in Kumasi.
Wow. Because, I mean, we've been sleeping in the dark. It's not funny anymore. So he's just appealing to Ghanaians that you guys should please have patience, because they're gonna fix whatever is wrong with the power system. And our next story is coming from the minority leader Afenyo Markin. He is saying that we will protect our ballots in the 2028 polls. He's speaking for the MPP. According to him, no. Oh, Slim, why are you laughing?
No, it's not. No. I'm still under the weather.
Oh, okay. I see. So, Afenyo Markin has pledged to ensure that every vote cast in the 2028 general election is probably counted and declared, because probably he feels like, the last election, that was the 2024 election, was not quite fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they did not count most of them.
No, they didn't count. That's why. So
he were in power.
Yeah. So next during the next election day,
I read make sure that they will count.
They will count every one of it.
As them the opposition.
And the comments, it was one of our big stories this week, and the comments that were coming were crazy. I feel like I don't know what you guys think about it. I feel like it's too early to be concerned about these things. The election just ended just last year, and this is a time where
to reflect and find out what exactly went wrong.
Yeah, but then I think the reflection should be done when you are getting closer to the next election, because now we're 7.
They want to. They are in a hurry. They are in a hurry to find out what exactly. Because you remember that I think last week or last 2 weeks, Marco Kumate also made mention of the fact that the song Makoma by Kimpaluta, of which was adopted by the MPP as one of their political songs, is a profane song, and they believe one way or the other, after fact checking, it also harmed.
But he didn't add that part.
Okay, so
he said it's profane. It was
profane. So we should disassociate that with
the last part.
Okay, so now there's a statement that he also made, of which you can make a statement, but as to how people interpret it, that one it be their own thing. So when you say that an honorable or noble brand like former Vice President Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia dancing to a song like this, I would think you are trying to say that it also harmed the Bawumia election or campaign one way or the other. But anyway, so wankasa, we did here.
Exactly. So this that's pretty much what Afenyo Markin is focused on.
I think they are pointing fingers in the wrong direction.
That it will count there, ensure the ballot is protected.
Not that. I mean, coupled with Honorable Marco Kweku, former deputy.
Yeah.
No, I think now, I believe that, leading up to the 2024 elections, MPP, they were talking too much in terms of, we have 1,000 or one ways of winning election. NDC were working on the quiet. Then they were really surprised by the submarine approach NDC used. And
what is the submarine approach?
By the time they realized,
not elite.
NDC, look at how they were arresting people with ballot boxes and even they gone.
Yeah.
So in terms of security, they put themselves in order to ensure that even in opposition, they will stand against state actors. So I will urge them, even in Kumasi, look at the kind of MPs and others they sent to Kumasi. They set up a secretariat in Kumasi on the quiet. And did a lot of operations there. Yeah. So they send body cameras and others.
Yeah.
So they should work in silence.
And then let us see the results.
You may put out all your strategies out, and your opponent will see. You know, now your opponent is in power too. So you need to be very skillful in your approach, because you don't discuss, when you're going to fight, you don't discuss your tactics outside. I mean, like Kumasi, the way Chamaun to me and others were speaking, you give the signs to the people and they will use it against you. So they should be strategic, you know.
Anyways, good luck to them in the next election. And yeah, our next story is coming from the Education Minister. He announces plans for national standardized tests in basic schools. So now, instead of just BC that you just write when you're in JHS 3, they are going to introduce a standardized test for people in class 2, class 4, class 6, and then JHS 2 before the BC to prepare them. So now you won't have to go to school when you get to JHS 3, then you're now gearing up for SHS for the BC. No, it's not going to be that way. I do not understand the motive fully behind it, but I mean, it was one of our big stories this week also, and then people were giving very interesting comments about, they think it's good because the SHS students now, because of free education, they are not very smart, they are not very sharp. So maybe this is going to like sharpen them before they even get to JHS. Some are also feeling like, when they get to JHS 3, like, and they are now like preparing for for BEC, is very difficult. You go to the BEC rooms and then they all look so frustrated, like they're not prepared. They've been studying all week, all month. They are now like, it's so strenuous. But what do you guys think about it? Now we are doing in class from class 2, class 4, P6, and then JHS 2.
I'll tell you this, and I don't know if people will side with me, but I believe in modern days there are a lot of distractions for kids prior to the introduction of the internet and I mean its proliferation in the system. For the use of the platform itself being the internet and the opportunities and apps that have been developed, the infiltration of smartphones and coupled with its content and content generation, there are so many distractions for kids these days. And these things, one way or the other, is going to have a toll on the education and the quality of education. Not even the quality of education, the ability of kids to be attentive and focus on just one stuff. So
you're in support? You're in support of it?
Not in support. If they are going to fail in the final BC, still on the field. The reason is distractions in the doors. Like, they are very distracted.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep. I don't know if you're in the presence of a kid. Like these days, they are very distracted. So that is one thing that if I think the best way is to the education sector to find a way to get education through these apps to them.
But that's the thing. I mean,
because they are constantly on it.
Right now, in the age of the internet,
they are constantly on it.
Education is so easy to learn on the internet. But if you are given a phone now, the education is not the first thing these kids are going to do.
Give the phone to a kid right now and see what they would do.
Yeah, exactly.
First thing they would TikTok.
TikTok, games, Yeah, so, well, for me, someone will also look at the side where they feel like it's going to be more costly because JHS 2, instead of now BEC that the government is going to push funds into, now JHS 2 is writing, class 6 is writing before JHS 2 and then JHS 3 again. So like the financial
burden
capacity,
it's also a thing, but it's not about. Personally, I feel it's not about the number of tests that you make them run through. It's about the kids having. Being attentive and having a focus, a clear-cut direction. Because when we're going to school, Charlie, internet no day, nothing like that day. You get it? So you have things that will distract you in the classroom, things that will distract you when you're going to school. I think the only major distraction that we had was Captain Planet on GTV. And Power Rangers. These were the TV programs that would distract us. But you had to even wait for a specific day that they show these, these TV shows. You had to wait.
Yeah,
you get it. So we were less distracted. Now they are distracted. So
There's so much.
If we are finding a solution to the kids being smarter, I think we need to look at the root cause of it. And the root cause is distraction, not test. If test 2 billion, failure, failure.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Easy.
Easy.
Well, anyways, let's move to our next story. So, Slim, before our next story, like, who are your 3 favorite rappers in Ghana?
Currently.
Yes, currently, right now.
Amrado. LJ.
Okay.
KWAKU Smoke is also in there.
Okay.
But if I'm to okay, so
LJ, Lyrical Joe.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Charlie, bad man.
Charlie, Ghana gets squad. Oh, Ghana has squad.
King Sack. Bad.
Ghana has squad.
MDK.
Bada. That guy.
Punches, bro. What dream for how class? I punches built me to I could see none of dreams.
Yo, medical. I tell him this.
You off, eh?
I keep telling him this all the time that I believe he share that way they do Miami or why he just won't mess with we small. Then you go do some of these lines.
Yeah.
Aquarium, something fishy. You know, you go do that. But
I mean, those ones are like, yeah, like
even that
I really
self,
admire his.
even that
thinking.
self, if they wrong. I mean, strong man. I mean, check his new tune. Charlie Rappers Day.
Rappers Day. So in the rap industry, you know Skonti, the producer for KWAKU, is also a rapper as well. So he names Kofi Mole as the best rapper in Ghana. To Kofi Mole, no size. To him, Kofi Mole's delivery and style is just impeccable. He was here this week. He spoke to Dorina View and he was like, it's not just about the rap. It's more about his style and his delivery. To him, Kofi Mole is the best rapper. I don't know how people take it, if they agree or not. I mean, it's his opinion. So yeah, there's.
You know, mentioning him, man.
Mole.
Yeah.
Mole is dope.
Yeah.
No two ways about it. But in the context of, I mean, if you use a word best, then it's comparative.
Yeah.
You're comparing him to other people in the league. And if we are talking about the league, we're talking about the league of where artists like Sako there is still active. EL is still very active. MDK is active. Strongman is active. You are pitching him against
all these impeccable artists,
and I think it's not a good look in that. I mean, you can say that he's good, but to use the best is comparative. Then
best
you
rapper.
Then
Ghana.
you can say the best rapper to me.
Yeah.
And even there's a best rapper alive today.
There's also a best rapper alive. Exactly.
Yeah.
So you open the conversation up and you put him in the space where people will start comparing him to others. And I don't think that's a good look.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's always his opinion. So
they say only best rapper.
Yeah, only best. Yeah.
If he best rapper, that is what he's talking about. I mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, even if he names Kofi Mole as the best rapper, it's still what he's saying. It's his opinion, right? So if Forbes names these people as one of the greatest people, it's still
their opinion.
Yeah, it's their opinion. I could be sitting and feel like, oh, whoever they put on their cover is not really,
But the bigger conversation around this has to be, what will be the metric or some of the metrics in deciding who a best rapper is?
Well,
and that's where the award schemes also comes into play, because what if we are saying this artist is good, right?
Yeah, they should be.
Then what would be the basis for it? The number of awards we're winning, the number of accolades, exactly. So these are some of the metrics that you look at in saying that this artist is doper than this. But when it comes to the art form itself, because it is Obia analyzing from the point of view, you can't really say.
Yeah.
Because what may be good to you, somebody
exactly. Yeah.
So the art form itself, being the rhythmic African poetry that we would call rap, Obi Behun is me me self, so Slim talks the Amrado self, I know the feel am.
Yeah.
I feel Mole instead. You get it?
Yeah.
I might analyze a song, a Mole song, and I feel that this is good. But somebody will say, no.
So on that side, we can't really
You
compare.
can't
But what
really.
we can compare
Is the number of plaques that you're holding.
Yeah.
That's
true.
It's quantitative. I can look at it and say that, look, this guy has 4 BET awards.
Over.
He has 10 Ghana Music Awards, and this one has 4. So by virtue of that, I'll place this one. Yeah. But you can say, we rap 300 minutes, we rap 20 minutes, so the 300 minutes be better. No, somebody in 2 minutes, self.
That one too. It depends on who is labeling who the king is.
Exactly.
Based on
the person's capacity also.
Yeah, I mean, whatever he is using as a yardstick or a certain measure to declare somebody king. So it's up to you to look at what basis is formed, based on which he's declaring the person the best rapper.
Okay, so according to Swanty, he said it. That style
and delivery.
And delivery. Now these two are also art forms.
Yes.
Of which you can't.
They are unique.
Yeah, everybody has his own way of interpreting them.
So it boils down to it's his opinion. I
mean,
So next story is coming from US-based comedian Michael Blackson, and he reveals how the NPP government robbed him of his 1.2 million investments.
My insight.
Charlie, 1.2 million, and it's small money. Yeah. So he was talking about it. He said that the government prioritized paying debts to China, which his money was involved in paying those debts from his inquiry. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. So he said that one of the MPP, people contacted him saying that, I can retrieve your money for you, but you have to give me 10%. And he was like, man, 10%? That's too much. So he was like,
of 120,
$1.2 million.
That has to be 10 to be 120,000, right?
He felt like, no, Charlie. Let me wait, because the bank was also giving him hope that with time we'll be able to resolve it for you, so take your time, don't rush and go and give someone your 10%, and then and he still didn't get his money.
So he got the haircut some.
Yes, so Charlie, so he was so furious. He was talking in an interview recently where he was just talking about how the MPP government robbed him and it was a bad investment for him. But we'll be getting into that story more today on Showbiz Review. So let me just keep the best for later. And then Ghanaian actress Mami Sewa, she is saying that she almost killed herself after her mom's death because Ghanaians were on her neck.
For what?
Yeah, Ghanaians were saying that she killed her mom. You know how when a celebrity's relative dies, people will be like, because of fame, you killed your parents and all of that. So it got to her. She was so depressed. She was crying. She was speaking on Okuku Seko with Emilia Bebe, and they were both crying. The lady was so down. She was like, to the extent that people older than her could even, make videos and say, Mami Sewa, she, at that time when her mom died, she was still a kid. Like, Mami Sewa killed her mom for fame. Mami Sewa did this. Mami Sewa's mom is dead and she's the cause. Because she wants to keep all the money to herself, her greedy self, she had to kill. So all of that just made her want to unalive herself. So Ghanaians, please. Some of these things you write on the artist posts. Or some of these things you say about artists. Artists are also people, or celebrities are also people. Do you
get bullied on social media? Have you ever been bullied on social media?
I have. Actually, I posted a picture about a year ago, and someone came to comment, and I don't even know the person, but the person has been following me for quite a while. The person was like, "Hey, you become fat, Papa. Exercise." Hey, I just deleted the comments. I was like, hey, so wait, even if you are concerned, no, you should text me, right? Privately. It's not something you should come and put. It's like you're putting me out there for people to come in. Also say, yes, I agree. She's become fat.
Why obolo?
The
obolo no the pin will be the twino. That's where the pin is like.
Oh, Charlie, I was hurt. I was so hurt. I was so
my
hurt.
God.
Speaking about bullying, you know one person that was bullied this week?
Who?
J.D. Robbie.
Mm.
He came here and he was asked what his biggest regret was. And then he said fame was his biggest regret because, you know, when he got famous, it's quite difficult to like have his freedom. Sometimes you just want to go out and buy wache, but then because people know you and all of that, you have to stay inside. People want to like, Superman Toma and all those things, but he wants to like still feel like himself. And you know,
You can
Twitter X was on fire. J.D. Robbie, like people were just giving him back to back. Who be this
Why?
guy safe? Why he
Wait.
be DJ? Why he be
They
Charlie,
don't know him.
They don't know I'm saying. So he's saying that fame.
So
You know, like the irony.
irony.
The irony. People are like, what an irony. Like, why would you come here and say this, you know? And then he had to call in the following day to rectify what he said.
Oh, Charlie.
Charlie. Please, guys, some of these things you say, the comments is really, it's not good. It's not good because put yourself in the person's shoes.
No.
So now you don't know
they
J.D.
will not-
Robbie
they will not-
Ghanaians.
They will not put themselves in your shoe. Take your shoe away.
Oh, Charlie.
If you are going, take your shoe away. Listen. There's one way to live in the world these days,
Yeah.
and I'm talking about the internet age where you see the person who is even bullying you.
Yeah.
The person might have never seen you before or never consumed your content
Exactly.
one way or the other before. They have learned this. Also, almost something they've learned, and they are just practicing it. They've grown in a system whereby it is cool to insult people on social media. So use the block feature. Because the people that developed these apps, they knew that there would be a time where people will want to get to you with negativity or stuff that you don't want.
Yeah.
So they created a feature on all these platforms called block. Block the person.
Exactly. Just block.
And the block is not even limited. There's no cap on it. So use it as many times as you become amazing. In fact, your blocks. That block will be you get it.
Yeah.
Because if it affects you that much, somebody like myself, I don't get affected by these things. Me and and sometimes when I post and people don't come and insult, I feel that they are liking me too much. No, I need to do something for them to come and insult me. I like that energy because I use it for other stuff. Some can't. Somebody like Sarkodie online, he's one of the most bullied artists.
Yeah.
But he's never blocked anybody.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, he's never blocked.
Wow.
Sark never the block. On block who be away to me, he's had it to that level where he will, even the person that's trolling him, he will find a good day to respond to you.
Interesting. Hey, you
So
get
you-
her too.
No, if you want to step into this business in this era, mind you, that Lumba Dema era, you had to get a voice, like you had to get a radio station
Yeah, to say something.
to say something for him to even hear. Say they go hear him or something.
Yeah.
But now, Charlie, somebody go feel on in TikTok for one corner. Hey,
That's
brother.
it.
Finish him.
Actually, cyberbullying is not funny,
So
guys.
if you take all these content and oh man how hey, you can't live in this world.
That's very true. That's very
Ciao,
true.
Coca
That's
Swa.
very true.
How dare you? How dare you?
Say Kaswa for Biaba.
How dare you?
Unless you move to Kaswa. If you really want to survive in this day and age on the internet, and you are an artist, you are afraid of. Because the thing is, I know most of the artists are in fact, most of the time insecure about the product that they have. Are
Yeah.
people going to accept it?
Yeah.
So small resistance, then they want to call.
Yeah.
Especially if you're an up and coming artist, or you've been there, but now people know they see you. Charlie, it be hard.
Yeah.
I speak to some of these artists on occasionally, and Charlie, why hate pain?
Oh.
Hating him maybe. You have a song, you are so insecure about it.
Just push it. Just.
Hey, the moment you drop him, no, you go have somebody here. You go, go
Yeah.
checking the profile.
Oh, yeah. Anyhow. Man.
Shatter will video be. Shatter gets a video where you pull cigarette. You pull on they there.
Charlie. Assembly you over. Oh, Charlie.
Every time I see something like that, and now image comes to my mind. Oh, they're not real.
And I say I will call me break for podcasting. Me entertainment podcast.
Yeah.
Call breaking. As soon as you are me so.
Obia Metito.
60 seconds. Only with the two TikToker, the only things I get is good job, nice work. It's as a positive reviews.
Nice,
Yeah. You know,
yeah.
it's good. It's maybe say maybe back now. Me PTSD.
It's crazy.
And you say me sorry, but you know there's a bit of tranquility that comes with having peace. You cannot underestimate that thing. No. Come also break chat. No, but
me, I miss them. Sometimes.
Oh yeah, sometimes I miss them, but sometimes no. Maybe say we do what I come from a bush of like it's mommy.
Charlie.
Oh, for J.D. Robbie, Charlie.
Oh, but he has a nice project out. J.D. Robbie has Femme After All with two very beautiful EP. He sent it to me in my DM. I have listened. Forget the boys on Agenda Boys on Twitter. J.D. Robbie. Focus on the project. You might not get your immediate hits again and again, but consistency has a certain reward attached to it. Yeah. Just be focused, be consistent. The people that are there that they are saying, hey, who be this, who be that? No, one time if it gets another hit, then they don't be the head at the guy be consistent.
You know the number of times they support him.
He shouldn't call and he shouldn't over defend himself. You said what you said. Whoever doesn't understand, it's his problem. Focus on the project and promoting it. So please, if you are listening, go and listen to his project, his EP. Nice EP. The production is solid too. Like the one that produced the songs, it'd be crazy.
Dope.
Yeah, if I listen to Femme After All,
I'll be blasting this on my way home.
Please do. Let's support artists. Nagana for the audio
Yeah. So this brings us to our last story. Our last story is coming from gospel musician Florence Obini. She's here to dispel a rumor. Yes. She says rumors are out that actress Benedicta Jaffa is dating her husband, Pastor Obini.
Yeah.
So she's here to tell you that no,
it's not true.
Jaffa cannot snatch my husband. That's her statement. She actually put out some videos saying that no, there's no way Bene. Yeah.
Bene go fit snatch.
No.
Why?
She's saying that Ghanaians are claiming that rumors had it that Benedicta and Obini were going out.
Yeah.
And then she's even accepting to be a second wife. That's what someone was saying online, and it went really viral. So it just came to dispel the rumor that no, it's not true. Benedicta also gave a response, and then she put in her caption on Instagram that no, she's not going out with anybody's husband. She has her own and all of that. In Ghana, for please, you people, I don't know where some of these people get their information from. I don't know, maybe she's an insider or anything. I don't know who she is, but let's also listen to how's it called, the two sides of a story before we are quick to send out.
Okay.
Yeah. So
listen, we are going straight for
oh Charlie,
I've been playing this video during the week. Medical, when they ask Medical, what have you learned after marriage? After marriage, you say you don't learn anything
at all.
No
lessons learned.
No lesson,
Charlie.
So right now they mean no lesson. I don't learn anything. I've heard that rumor before. Guess the year.
What year?
What year?
2015.
Wow.
I've heard that rumor. 2015.
Interesting. So
10 years.
10 years now.
Yes, I have heard it
and
before.
It's come again.
But a rumor.
It's a rumor. Yeah. There's no evidence.
There's no evidence to back this.
Exactly.
I think at this time the reason she came to talk was because no one say we're worrying.
Also, obey second wife.
So a movie.
Yeah, like a movie from the face of impenetrable to marry.
Exactly.
And that's a different couple.
And that is why she had to come and talk this time. Say, as far as she's aware, or baby and worry now, baby and me
no woman
No.
from sea, water, wherever she's coming from.
I would try. You can't say, and I want to say this for. No, I will want to say this for our dear women to understand this. Please, as much as you believe or trust in man, the good book self tell you say, woe unto you if you.
But she's defending her husband. Like
I
she wants to.
understand. I understand.
Say he's not married, I understand. But to say no woman can.
Idea is yeah. Cause man will feed dirty or white.
Oh, but she didn't say her husband cannot leave. She said no woman can snatch.
Yes.
So unless maybe the husband wants to. Snatching is different.
No, whether snatching or taking.
The snatcher or the snatchy?
There's a gun.
There's a what?
Charlie.
We did beg.
No.
Say you don't know.
Whether snatch or left, there was a gun.
There's a gun. Say you don't know. Say you don't know, but to use your hand to whack your chest and say no woman.
That is all
we
I
dey
said.
beg.
That you can say that your husband currently is not married to anyone.
To the best of your information. Minim.
But to say it no fit happen.
Ever.
Yes, sir.
Never.
We
But
dey
I
beg.
kill a lot.
Only you have to beat my chest.
But because we've had, I mean, with respect to Obinim,
Yeah.
I mean, during his peak days, there were so many stories.
Yeah.
I mean, him getting involved with other women, there were so many stories. So, pipe down a little bit on that.
Yeah.
Mommy,
Chill.
mommy, cool down small.
Yeah, so that's all the stories I have for you guys today. Yeah.
Debbie, thanks.
Take it away.
Yeah, Debbie, thanks a lot for joining us this morning. Showbiz Review Extra here on Hits 103.9. We're going in the biggest entertainment stories for the week. We're about to dive in and digest them. One of the hot button cases or stories had to be the Stonebwoy and UK up and running tour.
The whole story.
And yeah, my story.
That story I for be able for because the whole snipers. I mean,
Yeah, me can say ukita info no
Me, I mean, cry info.
you.
Me cry info. Don't push me to the corner, please.
So you open the story for us. More voice no that one body telling you who baby a copa.
Some happened here on Hits FM. I mean, bits and pieces. In fact, the whole controversy or the whole issue started with West Coast. That is Alodia's junior brother granting an interview with Ohima Asante. And I think the podcast is yet to be released. But as the snippet of it got out, when I think it was on her Instagram, and people started recording it and sharing it across other social media platforms, where in the video is West Coast is seen or heard saying that rumors of sabotaging Stonebwoy is not true. There are rumors that they plan to sabotage Stonebwoy, and it is not true. They actually made an effort to reach out to Stonebwoy's camp to get Stonebwoy booked, I think in October and also March. And the March date is on the 8th as well. So they made plans to get Stonebwoy on the show. I don't know where the word sabotage is coming from, because to the best of my knowledge, I've not heard anybody officially from Stonebwoy's camp saying that they are sabotaging them. I've never heard it from Chief. I've not heard it from Stonebwoy. But the caption, and I want to read the caption on Ohima Asante's IG when she posted the video. And she's the one that used, she said that there are 2 shows happening in London, and it's giving sabotage. I want to read the exact caption. It says, let's talk about it. Ghana events lined up. The events are clashing, and it's giving, quote and unquote, sabotage. One-on-one conversation with West Coast Entertainment. That is a the first part of the 3 event organizers that are putting together Ghana Independence event on 8th March. Full conversation out this week. That is what she put out. So the word sabotage, to me, dear, meant from the Stonebwoy camp, and I've not also heard it from the event organizers. But for the purposes of this discussion, we have to get into it because something happened here on Hits FM. I don't know if Tiliwa follows our conversation now.
Yeah,
and what dude, come and help me out because I want to.
Okay, Don, and I friend Don.
Dennis Akwaba.
And then I heard Chief Styles too, but I heard the Dennis one more. I want to hear where it started from.
Oh, so you don't follow the conversation, sir?
No. I think it happened on a day where something else was going on.
Oh, okay.
So I think when I saw it, it just took my attention. That other thing took my attention. But the story itself, I've read it online. But I want to hear what somebody said to trigger that reaction I saw on the Dennis one because I saved it. He said you get receipt all. We'll show receipt all. So I was like, hey.
This issue, This issue, for really get into
But my thing is, so the lady where puts the sabotage inside make it can't turn problem.
True.
It's giving sabotage. So that is her editor. That is her inference into the matter.
On version, because I mean T. I've never. I don't know if Adam you heard or you heard any of the camps use the word sabotage.
You just play the voice.
I'm trying to get the voice to play, and what do you come and help me again? I'm trying to get the voice to play. It's not. I think we might have to get it into another folder for it to play. Anyway,
but I think Dennis wasn't happy of the word. I mean, in the interview with Hits FM, I think Dr. Pounds or McQuay,
it was with
McQuay. I think something like that came up. I mean, and I really, in a conversation, I sensed some anger from Dennis Akwaba UK that they are trying to say he's sabotaging. I mean, because they don't know do they know the number of years he's done his, Independence Day events over the years.
Yeah.
I mean, since the 90s. So he thought it was unfair for people to use the word sabotage. So, we can listen to what he said on that interview with Dr. Pound. Hey, McQuay.
Okay, let me see if I can get it to play it now. This is Chief Styles, manager for Stonebwoy.
On the 3rd of January,
right,
when Casey made the call, he was in Ghana by then.
Right.
So me, him, Stone, we sat down and he presented what Dennis said. So right there, Stone called Dennis like, oh, senior, this is what Casey is telling me. Why? What have I done to you? And where can we meet? So we talked. So we quickly, jump in the car. We went he was having an event in Osu, Cox Lounge. We went there. We sat in a meeting with him. And then he was like, oh, Stone, I felt disrespected from some time. We clarified it. Right there, we spoke, had a good conversation. And then he even said, I was there, right there, sitting next to him. He said he didn't know that Stone had announced his event. And he was going to also announce his event on the same date. But he's getting to know now, so he's going to go back with his team and then fix it, maybe choose a different date. And Stone even proposed, okay, I would gladly want to be part of it, so maybe I can come in and support as a surprise guest. We spoke, had a very good conversation. There's a video to that effect. I saw people share it. I think I posted it on my Snap at that time, so people grabbed it after the meeting. So clearly, you could see that it was planned. And before that, I was told that even this was the plan. And I'm like, bro, when you do this, you are more or less trying to put the heads of the artists together. Stone is very good friends with R2Bs. Stone and Mugis are very close. Yeah. Payday, me and Mugis, he loves me. He's somebody that I respect so much. He's a legend. I respect him as a brother. And when it happens like that, then you make the fans to feel like, oh,
something they happen between the artists and things.
Which is, yes, exactly. It's not supposed to be like that, bro.
Oh, hold on to this one. I've still not heard the word sabotage.
tour. After not so long with you doing an album tour, Casey fully knows. And Chief, you contacted me on the 4th January 2025. That's when you guys made contact to me. I've got the evidence. That's when Stonebwoy came to see me. I've already booked my venue long time ago. Okay?
But our booking
I've already made plans to do my event long time ago. An event, let me educate you small, Chief. I've been doing Ghana Independence for the culture since 1998. I've come up against many competitors. I'm still in the business doing the same thing. Many generations, many expats who are living here right now in Ghana have been through my events. So be very careful of what you're saying. Name the place, the time, and bring KC and bring Stonebwoy and bring the evidence that you've got, right? Especially messages from Stonebwoy to me. I want you to bring that. Don't be sitting on radio and be lying to Ghanaians. Okay?
This is Hits.
Definitely, this is Hits. All the biggest stories, it be here where it will happen for. If it has to do with entertainment, it be here where it will happen for.
And H103.9
Means, so you can even say, I'm listening to entertainment, and everybody knows you are listening to Hits. Simple and titia. Hey! If I see hey, as a day here where I keep quiet like that, you people for no say information day.
What they go? I mean, share some of that, like Facebook.
No. I'm not going to share it on radio today. What I would rather do is use this. What I would rather do this morning is use the platform to preach peace, because it's supposed to be Ghana's Independence Day, a day of freedom, liberation, a day of peace. Because listen, one great philosopher once said that the reason why we fight is for peace. Guess who the philosopher is? DJ Slim. Guess who? Thank you very much. And I mean, to think of it, it is true. The reason why we fight is that we want peace. We don't fight because we just love to fight, because there's something happening that we just don't want it to continue. So for make sure to correct them. And I'm sure that is the reason why Camp Beam and the event organizers, the 3 event organizers, are locking horns when it comes to this. And I would want to use this morning's editorial, my semi-editorial on this, to preach peace. Yes, Akwaba, UK, West Coast, and Alodia, they've been doing these events for long on the said date. And it's not specific, say 8th March, no, they do it around the independence. Depending on where. So if it falls on a Monday, the weekend of that, or Tuesday, the weekend of that, they always have events going. And this has been going on for long. What people don't even know when it comes to this is that sometimes West Coast and Alodia will team up and be doing their independence event, and Akwaba UK will also be doing their independence event like differently. So this is the first time they have come together. And no, may basso.
Even if program here or hits premises, that's about who air you will be our that's a way we be that's a audience or promote it to our. Why is it?
Exactly. So now the problem comes in when the conversation is around the market, the Ghanaian market in London or in the diaspora, especially UK. Omoyedo was saying their attitude towards events is saying, you get it, and how big would, or how many artists would you need to command those numbers that we're talking about?
That is the crack of the conversation that
exactly.
Using to look at, but are now pinning each other against themselves, because events here, me and you, we are not. You don't own my pockets. I don't own your pockets. The ground is not for you. So if there is audience that I think I can reach, and you have audience you can reach. Why is there a problem? But they know that they are sharing the same audience, and that is why they are peeved. And the problem then is, how are we able to?
People have united.
Yes, or how can we, as whether promoters or as artists, grow our fan bases out there? That is where the conversation should fall mostly, because I know that, as you just mentioned, there are other events going on there, but I'm sure they know their capacity, they know the kind of audience they are targeting, and they are doing their promotions to them. So they are not concerned about who is doing a mega rave or something.
Yeah.
So the basis of this conversation
the
should
main
have been
Zabambanize of the subject.
The main Zabambanize of the subject, we say. Therefore, think of how them go expand the base of event goers in that London or UK there, and then how to build the excitement of events going, Ghanaian events going, especially amongst the Ghanaian audience and possibly the African audience there. That is what they haven't been able to crack.
But do you know that even with this, it's also one way or the other some form of promotion?
And
even with this,
yes,
the brighter side is
it is promotion for both of them.
Exactly.
But the truth of the matter is, where they are pinning each other to, and you see, in as much as at the end of the day it's promotion, the man is pissed. The audio he just played, this is not a calm person who is seeing the promotional side yet.
Okay.
This is a very pissed person who doesn't want a certain tag put on himself or sabotage brand.
And do you know why?
Why?
Let me give you gist. Say gist.
Gist.
Say gist.
Gist.
Okay, so I'll tell you this, that the two, and this has to do with Dennis of Akwaaba UK. Okay. A very, very fine, honorable gentleman. And he's contributed a lot to the event space and promoting,
I know him.
promoting Ghanaian artists in the UK, especially in the UK. He's done a lot for the culture. And he has worked closely with the Stonebwoy team and Stonebwoy for long. Now, most of the promotion, whether the event is being organized by Live Nation, the promotion, the on-ground activation is run most of the time through Akwaaba UK, Dennis of Akwaaba UK. Okay. Some of the biggest Ghanaian events that have happened in London, he is the brain behind them. Whether it's through SMAID, he participated effectively in the Kuami Eugene kiddie event that happened at the O2. So he's no novice in this space. He's a big figure in this space. And for the word sabotage to be placed on him, that is what he doesn't like, because it's his work, it's his livelihood. So it does on per se come across he's skewed towards one artist, and because this is what is going to happen in the long run. And I'm so happy that the other event, that is the Akwaaba UK West Coast and Alodius event, it's not being headlined by a figure like Shatawali, because it would have been a different conversation. It would have moved from
from sabotage
to
sabotage.
And what does that mean?
And say Danieni. I mean Danieni.
I'm so happy, because with this, even with this, Shatter's tweet that he's going to support that event in London also sparked a different conversation. I'm just happy that on Kahun, because Obekahun say Kim, it would take a different twist altogether. Dennis is worried that as a businessman who's been doing this for close to 30 years, he's been putting Ghana there. He doesn't want that term sabotage. That is one thing that he's not happy with that.
Come to think of it, aside, I understand that he doesn't want the word sabotage.
Yes.
But
and it's the internet era.
You are coming to do an event in the same location to the same audience. Of course, I'll use every tactics in my book to get your audience. Like it's somebody's event or beyond investment. We are all protecting our pocket too.
Exactly.
So like I get that he doesn't want the word sabotage, but anything I would do that's correct or possibly sometimes a bit unconventional to get the audience as well, I will do it.
No.
It's a competition.
Especially if you have a personal relationship with a person.
It's business. At this point, it's not
in the name of business, we don't have to ruin personal relationships.
Oh, no, we are not ruining. We are working.
No, we are not working. At that point,
come to remove your plug.
No, at that point, we are not working. We are not working.
No,
if
we are working. No, we are but we are not working together.
I understand. But, so the fact that I'm working this morning doesn't mean I have to run you down.
But he hasn't run him down.
No, you use the word sabotage.
That's what I'm saying. That aside that word that has been used, no.
That word was not used by, and I want us to clarify this. It's not being used by any of the camps.
So what is the problem if it hasn't been used?
Okay, so let's listen to Chief as he also stepped away from the word sabotage.
I don't even want to use the word sabotage because I don't even want to use the word sabotage. I don't even want to use the word sabotage because if it happens like that, you are more or less putting the heads of the artists together when we are supposed to be a united front. I don't even want to use the word sabotage because if it happens like that, you are more or less putting the heads of the artists together.
Listen, this morning I'm preaching peace.
He didn't use
something that I don't really do.
Slim, he didn't use it. He didn't use the word sabotage.
Anything I make us say. Make us say. It is not a word that was used or that has been used by any of the camps.
Yeah.
But it was put out there.
It was a narrative out there.
It was put out there. Something that is going on. Hey, Stone, you in the show. Hey, somebody want to sabotage somebody.
And some even want to make reference to some things Alodia has said in the past about Stone to make a certain correlation.
Yes.
But,
so I did an editorial on my platform. Street is watching on YouTube. Fan base analysis, I will leave that to the floor. Let it be on that. But let's do an intellectual discussion on it this morning. As an artist, and I'll speak from the artist's perspective before I look at the event organizer's perspective. As artists, their egos, we already know, gets bruised when there's some form of comparison that is done. No artist in this world or here in Ghana will tell me, DJ Slim, right in the face, that they don't care when they are being compared. They really don't like that.
Unless the comparison is going up.
If the comparison is going up, oh, Charlie, you then Beyonce.
Yeah,
you then Michael Jackson. Then they like. But they don't like comparison when it's diagonal. They like horizontal. But diagonal ones, they know they like them like that. So let me say this. That interview that Alodia granted, I'm sure, and I'm just saying I am sure because I don't have any information to back it. I'm sure it did not land well with Kambim. So if they form any impression that it is the event that clashes with theirs on the 8th of March in London, it's a move to sabotage theirs, they would use that as a base. They will use that clip as a base.
He wants to justify the
earlier statement that he made that Stone doesn't have a strong base in London. Me pacho muti menkomoni.
Kahoni bion, sesubium.
Okay, Messi Subium. Remix.
Yes.
So, Alodia made a statement on Radio XYZ that when it comes to fan base in the UK, Stone doesn't have that type of push or base. He doesn't have the numbers. Now, he is one part of the 3 event organizers putting together this event. Because it's him, Alodia, his junior brother, West Coast, and Dennis of Akwaba, UK. These are the 3 event organizers. Okay. Now, from the artist's perspective, if they will use or they will assume that there's a move to sabotage their event, it will be based on that statement. I hope you get it.
I understand.
Because it is, they would also say, and I feel say, it is a move to confirm that Yekasa Akwan only fan base will land. This is why we are saying that. But then, there's also a twist to this same issue.
Is that not a reckless statement?
In fact, is there another way we can use apart from reckless? That is quite harsh.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. No, I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. I could have said it's a reckless statement, but I'm asking, is it not a reckless statement?
It is, especially as an event organizer.
Have they not used Stonebwoy for any events there before?
Exactly. So, what the engineer no crown tunching. Same artist that
Yes,
use
BBC.
Okay. Same artist, right? There is a voice note that your junior brother West Coast, who is also a part of the event organizers of that same event, claiming that they reached out to Stone for him to be a part of that event, to book the artist for that same. And that voice note and the text that it came with were left unanswered.
Stone, was that after Alodia has said what he said?
Yes.
Stone has every right to be angry.
Don't
if I don't have audience, why they can't book me for your event?
Oh, Tilly, we are one plug. I don't finish.
Okay. So Nana Tuaso.
Give me 8 years in power. Vote for me.
I saw you one plug.
Plug me
feel Snebulo.
Please. So now, the issue is one side of the three event organizers. There is some form of friction between that person, i.e. Alodia, and Camp Beam. Because I'm wondering, why didn't Stone answer Alodia's text? Why didn't he reply? Why didn't he reply the voice note?
I don't get audience. Why they post me for your show talk?
And I can't, as I'm sitting here, I do not have any information to back it.
Oh, yeah. So they're all kind of...
Yes, that is all. I don't have any information to back it. So I am open to accept information, but this is what I know so far.
Yeah, I mean, I heard his brother's part saying they asked him whether he's available.
Yes. And there's a voice note to that.
For a certain month, yeah.
Yes.
And also, I heard Alodia when he went on XYZ.
Okay.
For that conversation where he said.
For clarity, let me play that one also. This is Alodia on XYZ talking about Shatta and that's right here. Okay. Talking about Shatta and Stone.
Now, what is this like Shatawale, Stonebwoy, Sarkodie? Let me start by asking, who amongst these three is very popular in the UK?
Shatawale, of course.
Please, did I hear you right?
Because, it's Shatta. Because Shatta is doing very well in London right now. Not only in London, even in Ghana, America, everywhere, And if, let's say, for instance, if they decide to pick these three artists to have a show and who will get more people, I'll go for Shatta.
Now, are we trying to suggest that the populace in London would love Shatawale songs better than Stonebwoy songs?
Well, I'm not saying about the song. I'm just saying if I put a show together, if we're talking about musician, artists, if we say we're breaking it down, it's not only the song,
Yeah. That's true.
You understand? It's a lot. It's your stagecraft, what you do, the way you communicate with people. It's a lot. So I won't say that any artist is doing better song than other. You get me? But what I'm saying to you, if I should put a show together, both of them will get crowd, but Shatta will get more crowd than Stonebwoy and Sarkodie.
All right.
It's a fact. Sometimes in our industry, if we speak the facts, people don't want to hear it, or then they will think, oh, you don't like the artist or you got something against the artist. It's not like that.
Okay.
So that is Alodia.
This is Alodia.
I want to be sure.
And this is 4 years ago.
Yeah.
For clarity, with the Don Chega on Hits FM. 4 years ago. 2 years ago, he also made similar statement on XYZ with Ajiman. Yeah. So this goes a long way to paint the picture that this is.
Oh, I now understand the conversation. It's Alodia and Tokwa and Abesane. Then a small program. Yay!
Unyanya full information.
Hey, still you are. Any pacho.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Because
okay.
Information will ask you. Cause I just.
Now, 2018. 2018, I'm taking you back. Ghana Music Awards UK. You know that is a strictly Alodia promotion event. And Stone actually left Ghana to support Alodia. He performed. But guess what? The ultimate title for the Artist of the Year that year went to Shatta Wale in London. I don't want to say...
As after he headlined it.
That part of the conversation is very intricate and it has to be
offloaded.
Water.
I'm not going to touch it. Please, it's on the plate. Whatever you do with it, it is for you.
No.
First of all, did Stone book his own ticket to go and support a brother without taking any money for the performance or anything? Also, when you look at that year, and I don't really remember the details of 2018. Was and their scheme per whatever thing that their metrics of whether it's a hit or whatever was Shatta Wale prominent
better than Stone that year.
So then when you look at all that, then you can say the award scheme is firm on this ground. So whether or not you came to support us or whatever, if you're not the artist, they will give you. However, did they pay him for his performance? Did they pay for his tickets, or he just went to support a brother, hoping that he will get the ultimate award as a reward for his support? And really a very difficult conversation to have.
You are so right, but you use the word fair and firm. And now, when you use these words, me way I put the narrative out. I am in support, or I believe once Stonebwoy made an appearance that he should win the Artist of the Year. Please, I want to myself. I want to disassociate myself from this. I am just presenting
the facts.
What I know so far.
Okay.
And these may not even be fact. I'm just saying what I know.
Okay.
From myself.
Okay.
I can't get it wrong when you are saying I should write about myself. This is what I know. Please. I want to disassociate myself. Now, we all know the rivalry between these two wonderful artists. We know that we can't run away from it. So, an event like that happens, right in his face. His rival is being given an award. And I'm trying to live in the artist's mind. I'm not saying that is what the artist is saying. His rival is being given the award. Fast forward, the organizer of the event gets on radio and in an interview twice. He said that, myself, I no get base for London. I no get fan base for there. I'm thinking, and this is me just thinking, it would be extremely hard for me to deal with that promoter. Even if there's a personal relationship, I'm sure that personal relationship between them might be bruised by that.
My question
but then,
was Dennis not privy to these things that Alodia has said, knowing that he's passing with Alodia now?
Dennis will come into the conversation.
Hey.
I say Oshin movie. I watched Oshin from class 4 to class 6.
I said I was
still they were showing it. So this is the case. Fast forward 20, that was last year, right? Stonebwoy won Ghana Music Awards UK Artist of the Year, right? That was last year. After winning the Telecel Ghana Music Awards, he also won that of UK. That's just last year. But let me wrap up.
Okay, what's that? No, I Dennis event.
No. That's still Alodia's event.
UK.
Hey, I'm Papa. Don't want to shut up. Shake cage, you know. And then you know.
They shut up perform.
No. And then some car that year, Mrs. Award na shut up. Shake cage, you know.
No.
And UK when he descended from the sky.
Yeah, it was
in
last
the cage.
year. Yeah, in the cage.
From the.
Yeah, it was the award. That was the award, right?
So Shatta was there, but Stone.
No.
I'm not saying that year. I'm saying that same award. No.
He's just making a reference.
Cage, some years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I know where. Now I understand where the conversation is going from.
So this is the relationship between one of the event organizers of the show and Beam. Now. There is also another event that also transpired. I mean, between Camp Beam and Dennis of Akwaba, UK. Mind you, these two, they have a sweet and lovely relationship. Prior to an event that happened here in Accra, and I gave all the details on my podcast on Street is Watching, where there were several, I mentioned several names. Frankie Five was there. Small God was there. And it had to do with the British High Commission end of year party, where Stone was invited and something happened between Stone and Dennis.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Was it coded or it was...
Mean to me, my details now. But anything I'm starting, me say, I will use my platform this morning to preach peace.
So, from where you are coming from, you feel with the messages, conversations, texts gone behind the scene,
yes,
you feel there's something, but you want to preach peace in all of the turbulence at backstage.
Two of the event organizers have had some form of personal issues with Stone or my tree.
So
like
Stone,
then scratch them about this small.
Common denominator in all this.
So if you want to do, you have to just cancel the top and cancel the
and find why.
And then find why. That would be the means agbangbanize of the subject.
Hey, I thought okay. With that court case.
and surprisingly, this year that Stonebwoy has a show, they are uniting to put together.
So it's giving.
Now about the ladies.
Exactly.
The ladies headline.
Exactly.
It's giving sabotage.
It's giving.
And now, when you say that, I don't want to say the word sabotage.
Yes,
but
yes,
no account. But he doesn't want to say.
Exactly.
It's a lot of course, baby.
But I have had a personal conversation.
And that's when you do buy a story. You're TikTok time. True.
Charlie, yeah. I've had a personal convo with two of the people involved in this. I've had a convo, something in a series after my editorial, because I was picking intel, and after I put the editorial out, I started getting calls, people giving me, details of several events that also happened and why it happened and the aftermath of all that. And I would say that it be a main tree in our local parlance. It be a bang in a tree. There's a reason why of all the events happening during the 8th of March, there are two events that people are talking about. And that has to be the fact that Obia contributed immensely to uplifting the brand Ghana. Whether it's the event organizer or the organizers or the artists, they are contributed, and they are all fighting for one common thing, that is expanding and pushing the territory, the Ghana brand out there. I can single all of them out. I can talk about West Coast and his immense contribution into pushing brand Ghana out there. I can talk about Alodia, the number of events that he's done, putting artists on and making sure that they get, that level of mileage. I can talk about Dennis of Akwaba, UK, and his contribution immensely. Oh, my Juma.
The way I'm seeing this thing, if they don't take the peace angle that you are talking about, the only brand that I know will suffer is Stonebwoy.
Let's not play that.
No, it is true. Unless we don't want to speak the truth.
No, it is
because these people reside there. Mm-hmm. They have the audience, and I'm sure so over the years, they have introduced, or Stonebwoy one way or the other has benefited from the work they've done, accumulating the UK audience, the Ghanaian UK audience, events goers. What you saying?
They have a data.
They have exactly.
Yeah.
So I am sure, Pastor, unless Stonebwoy is telling me that he's going to partner with different promoters that have access to give him another audience or the same audience, but not to go to this part. Because even Smith, as you said, Smith partners with Dennis and Co. when they want to do an event that targets the Ghanaian audience. Speak out the kiddie event show. Yeah. So if you are unless of course Stonebwoy is 100% sure that per his brand, he has the audience there as Alodia, contrary to what Alodia said. he can gather and use his team to gather all that audience to show them somebody says, I get a film. But until then, these are people that are on the ground that have access, direct access to the audience you are targeting. That even promoters that are able to feel the arenas feel like I have to tap into them if I want to target a particular kind of audience group. And at the end of the day, no, they're only cool, but we do. And this is not just one person. No. These are two of the big ones. And now we see West Coast bit at all.
West Coast is a lot than me.
West Coast is a lot than me. Blood brother.
If you talk about Charlie, this thing go hard. And you know, these men, they all have ego. So they don't forgive either.
Okay. So what I'm saying,
they will take the peace, but they won't forgive this guy.
No, they will have to take the peace because we are all fighting for Ghana. We are all fighting for Ghana. It is the only way for all of us to know that Charlie Adena, it's Ghana first.
We are all fighting for Ghana, but somebody is in opposition and somebody is in power.
Understood.
We are all fighting for Ghana, but
understood. That is why I started my submission earlier by saying the only reason why we fight is for peace. We are fighting this morning, and this morning we've talked. My Kohun is also paying.
You have done the show for us
because we want peace. There's a different. It would have been different if, like, some other external event organizer day inside. And yes, we can point that out by talking about Live Nation's involvement in this, because Live Nation is the one putting together the up and running tour when it comes to the UK one. It's Live Nation.
The same, Dennis.
No, that is Aquaba UK, but Live Nation is different.
Okay, so
Live Nation is putting it together, but most of the time this is what happens. If Live Nation is putting together a show, they need local event promoters to drive it. So somebody like Dennis of Aquaba UK, he works hand in hand with Live Nation. They will reach out to him and give him a budget to push a Ghanaian event.
So it comes back to what I just said.
Exactly, because he has the database. Maybe. Before we jump to conclusion, Mr.
Oh, this conversation won't have conclusion. Oh.
We can't.
We won't have until the 8th.
So I am saying, please, for the sake of Mother Ghana, I know both parties. You love Ghana so much. You want to see the flag being raised.
Succeed.
Yes, Ghana succeed.
It will be our pocket.
Mr. Oh.
It will be our pocket. Ghana and Kombe Jana can buy a program about diaspora for no. At
the end of the day, okay. So let me tell you this: if we put together, or if you stage an event out there, and then people come and consume Ghanaian music, they get to consume Ghanaian food and drink. As much as the event organizer makes some money, why are you looking at me with that side eye?
It is the money that's making them do it. The Ghana pushing, they have just found a niche in the Ghana market.
I want us to look at this one critically.
No, I understand that
now
it pushes Ghana.
Exactly.
But I'm saying that is not the ultimate thing. That is not the base of whatever they are doing.
It doesn't need to be the ultimate thing.
Yeah, it's in the first interest for the organizer there.
Let me expand.
It's his pocket.
Let me expand.
And that is why the friction has come.
Okay, so let me expand this, right?
Because it's about Ghana, they will come together and do and promote Ghana.
Me person me try adibi. Share adibi kitwebi. Share personal. Let me give you the scenario. Now, prior to December in Ghana, there was a movement that was started by Dennis of Aquaba UK called December in Ghana.
And
now this movement was pushed by Aquaba UK. They had Aquaba France. They had, I think there was another one. And Aquaba Ghana, which was headlined by DJ Mensa. Now they will put together a series of parties.
Free?
No, paid for.
Of course, exactly.
Maybe. And I'm going to let you know the rippling effect of that.
And
these parties started driving people from, especially the UK. Now, if you check the footpath in Ghana during the festive season, you realize that there's a large chunk of them, the countries, the nationals that make way to Ghana, there's a large chunk of them coming in from UK. Why? Because a certain Danish sat down and realized that, me pesca. It's not even for Ghana. I'm looking for money. Let me organize parties. And now, years down the line, and these things have been happening for long ago. Years down the line, Ghana is now benefiting that our tourism report will state that we've made 2.5 billion, and it's because somebody started something.
Slim, are you saying this
so,
for the audience that are listening or for me? Because me, I know all the
obvious. I'm just putting it out there for the audience. Okay. That whether they are looking for their own money, there is also an external benefit, and that benefit, of
course, and the same benefit goes if Stonebwoy does his show and he goes there. But at this point, the rift is not because of Ghana; they are rifting because of their pockets.
So I'm just trying to let them know.
So see, two Ghana flags will be raised if they are able to do the shows concurrently. Yes. So that will benefit Ghana in the same way.
Exactly.
But the rift is coming because Obi Philly said audience and tell your soul say and so your check. And you know we don't think
Tilly, you are too stubborn for my liking.
I want to believe they will all have their audience. And I want to believe that they will even look beyond the Ghanaian audience and try and rope in, target some non-Ghanaians as well. So
definitely,
that at the end of the day, they will all be able to have a successful show. Because if you look at where they've gotten to now, I don't see that any of the parties will back down for the other, because a lot of them. And
I'm not saying that they should.
I understand they have incurred a lot of costs.
Yes.
I mean, from booking artists to venue to other event logistics, among others. So
it's not easy.
Now they all need to play their A games, use a plan A, plan B to drive the numbers to the various venues, so that at the end of the day, Ghana music wins. But I don't want this seeming rifts to degenerate into something.
Exactly.
It should even stay there. Tomorrow, if somebody is organizing events, somebody should organize. But it shouldn't degenerate into.
Exactly.
You know where I'm going.
Exactly.
Where it will end up becoming a whole lot of issues. I mean, we want, because yabom krano yentimi nseho ene yemu bechiche. So I mean, we need some strategy. You know, we need to be very strategic in our projection of Ghana music beyond our borders, and that will not augur well for us if we have a lot of division and personal idiosyncrasies to satisfied. We need to be very, very strategic in our ways, and at times, assembly be any the dance here they cancel. So I'm sure maybe, now, Alodia, if he's looking back, he'll be very, because there's some of the conversation or some of the comments went past. If you're not careful, you'll say that maybe he's been biased against Stonebwoy. And over the years, he's been very, blunt with some of the things he says about Stonebwoy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think coming from him, and
even that the truth of the matter is, as an events promoter who deals with numbers and deals with the appeal on the ground to get people, it's not wrong that he said it. But then it also comes to back to this conversation we are having today. Okay, what is the effect of that thing you said?
Exactly.
Because there's a problem, but he should have been in the best position to give us the data of which artist has that energy here. Because you might get the audience for them. It is a hype for Ghana. But on that ground there, you don't have that hype. And it could, please listen to me before they throw you into problem. It could be very true that when you go to their audience, they prefer Shatta over Stone. It could be true. But as an event organizer who knows that I will not always use Shatta Wale for my event all the time, sometimes I rely on Stonebwoy. How did this serve you saying that out?
And Tilly, even it's not even about his events. If you are not careful,
you might run the brand down.
Yes, if what you are saying is not fact, yes,
yeah,
it will not be. Because you are not the only event organizer out there. The other event organizers. So if you are not careful, it's like you are in a way. And why, especially when it's not based on facts. And I don't think that you even need to talk about it.
For him, I think he's saying it is based on facts. As I said, he works with.
I
he
want
works
to
with
believe.
The data. Like I'm sure he works with the
Because
data.
if that's not the case, it's like you are causing harm to somebody's brand. And with his experience, he needs to live beyond some of these things. When people are even pushing you, questions to in a way, put you against a certain brand, you should be very smart enough to run away from. I'm not sure Akwaba UK Dennis will allow himself to be entangled in such conversation where he will be made to talk about the artist power of one artist over the other.
Yeah.
But you see, the truth of the matter is, honestly, if we're looking at it critically, Alodia, as I said, he's the best person. I can't talk about the energy of Stone, Shatta, or any artist in the UK than Alodia.
Yeah.
What I say, than Alodia. But you see, it is tact. The ability to tell somebody to go to hell in such a way that they prepare for the trip. Tact, he has to be tactful. We have sat on radio and we have said so many times that Stonebwoy is the king of Shatawale. How do you think Shatawale feels? But the truth of the matter be say, for every event, there is a particular artist that appeals to that kind of audience or that kind of event. And that is where I was hoping Alodia's conversation would have leaned more, rather than making a big statement or a bracket statement or a blanket or whatever statement that says that when you look at it holistically or in general, Shatta has more audience or has more appeal than Stone. What if it is a private event that they want Stonebwoy? As Adam said, what can a tour event organizer between say, oh, it will first Stone they can have Shatta. But if Bisonanka, that kind of event, the best person that would have fit was Stone. It's been one part there. I think he said whatever he said on fact. Per where he sits as an event organizer and a promoter, you cannot mention and leave Alodia's name. But I think
Tilly,
it wasn't that with tact.
Tilly,
that is all it is.
Tilly, if you use the word fact, that means you also buttress it. No.
I'm just making room for error. I don't think Alodia will make such a statement, a loose statement like that without fact. I don't think, no, he won't do that.
Same as Alodia, at a point, was saying that we will need about 20 artists or so to be able to fill the O2. I mean, at times, some of the statements which come.
But is he wrong? Have we filled the O2 without the 20 yet? So you can't disprove that, because if we have that, if one person or 2 or 19 have gone to fill, Kasa Alodia was wrong.
No,
but we haven't done it yet. So maybe we can need the 20.
As an experienced promoter, you don't speak this way.
Nope, Adam, you cannot disprove it if we haven't
done
it. Yes, but you can't say he didn't do his checks before he said it.
No, I mean, with where he stands, I mean, at times you can say, asemina ho kwan. But have
we done that? Has any Ghanaian?
But that does not mean that.
No, hold on.
The fact that we have not done doesn't mean one artist cannot do.
Actually, you cannot be emotional about it, because
it's not about emotions, but it's about, the command the person wills in the industry and how tactful he should be. But does that also mean that?
No, but the conversation is, has anybody done to the contrary? But that
also doesn't mean that it has to take 20 people to do that.
No, but
the fact that somebody has not done.
Has somebody done with
so does it mean it cannot be done? What are you talking about?
But we haven't done it. That is the thing. He is making a statement.
Haven't done is
Adam. He's
Slim,
saying
if
that
you are here,
one by one. Hold on.
If you are here, I'm coming. I'm on the floor. If you are here, no. If you are here, and the fact that you've not gone abroad, you've not gone to UK, doesn't mean that you can't go to UK. I mean that's about the premise and the conclusion. The fact that you've not gone to UK doesn't mean
and I've not gone to the UK.
Yeah,
truly,
doesn't mean you can't go to the UK.
No.
Yes,
but that's not the premise of the conversation.
That's the premise of the fact that somebody. What is apple? The fact that a Ghanaian has not filled the O2 doesn't mean a Ghanaian can do it. It has to take 20 people. That's what I'm saying. What is the apple here? Where is the orange?
Okay, now you just said the apple. I take the orange. Listen.
So what is the
Alodia said that a Ghanaian whatever cannot. It will take 20. As we sit here now, no Ghanaian artist, whether being 2 headliner, whether being 19, now because he said 20, the threshold is 19, has even been able or have been able collectively to fill the O2. So as we sit here,
they've not done it. Doesn't mean they can't do it.
There's no data to back that.
No, as we sit here, what he said stands. Nobody has done it. And the only way you can
so it means nobody cannot do it. Nobody can do it.
I'm saying that the only way you
That
can
it
say what you can say. No, it doesn't fall flat.
It falls flat.
Because it hasn't been
the
disproved.
point you are making that doesn't mean that it cannot be done.
There are a lot of things that people think cannot be
So
done.
where is the apple and the
until
orange?
you do it, it cannot be done. Have you done it? Has any artist done it? Nobody has done it.
Okay,
so he is right.
Femodin. This morning the studio is too hot. I think we started with the wrong topic. It's just too hot. I'm even having a migraine. Oh, it's too hot. Hey.
No, I'm just saying, sir, until an artist...
It can be done.
It can be done, but I'm just saying, sir, until it's done, whatever he said stands.
It's needless for me.
Oh, please, it stands.
Please.
It's needless for me.
No, it stands. So now the artists have to be pushed. The artists
make
must
it stand
feel.
in your hands. But
No.
me, it be bogus.
No, it stands for me.
I won't use needless. It's bogus.
Please don't be saying something to a man of his caliber. He doesn't speak bogusly.
I said that point.
No, but I'm saying, sir, until our artists feel bold enough to go and fill that part, what he said is
they can do it, Massa.
They can do it, but they haven't done it. And he says
Adam is preaching positivity this morning.
Yes.
He's saying
if
that
somebody is not married, doesn't mean he can't marry.
Until you are married, you can't. You are not married. That is all he's saying. Until you marry, you haven't done it.
But it doesn't also make sense. It doesn't also make sense for you to, because the person is not married, you say you can't marry. But that's the point he's making. He's saying you
about
can't.
Marriage. When you're about marriage, when you're about event that deals with numbers.
And the person is being categorical. That's the point you are missing. He's being categorical that one cannot do it.
Okay,
until I'm saying a bogus point. What was a bogus point? I'm making bogus.
I would try. And Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 12 midday. It's called Showbiz Review Extra with myself, DJ Slim, and my team of expert analysis. In fact, your friend KWAKU Tilly, Nipa, troublesome by nature. Yes, and also Adam Chotomi, another trouble guy in the studio this morning. In fact, today I'm just happy Boo did not join us. Because if like Boo got day here, there it will be different type of mess. But it's all good. Production solid, man like Wadud and Debbie Sway. Now we're about to jump into our next set of stories. But before then, let me read a couple of messages that are flooding our Facebook. And this one is from Opokusia. I say, Slim, please tell Tilly Kuami I love her. And he has emoji with the puppy eyes. And this one is from Original Koguda. It's for their pockets and pa. Carl Theophilos is saying, Tilly, how dare you say Stonebwoy will suffer in this case? Whatever should tell you that why should a lawyer who claims Stonebwoy don't have support base in UK all of a sudden started having running stomach when Stonebwoy is having a show in the UK. One thing the so-called entertainment pundits should know is that Alodi and his group doesn't own the supporters in UK to decide which show they should attend and the one they shouldn't attend. It's all about show strategy and it's simple. Well, you could have made your point without insulting anybody, but it's all good. Original Koguda is also saying, Cartiophilus, how dare you also say a bunch of nothing? Also, Eddie Awono. Carl Pentwa is saying Adam and Tilly should write a thesis on or a report about their debate. We are here waiting. Babi Nicholas is also joining us on Facebook saying Tilly, if I relax for the guy, so that he also makes his point. Anyway, I have a message from Dr. Pounds. He said to feel you are. I will say Tilly is very deep. Yes, I like your contribution. He say you want to have a meeting with you, so
please tell him I'm a fan, coded.
We a coded fan.
Yeah, we are coded fan.
Accra's evening mayor. Yeah.
And Shedo say I like talking. And then the first day and Mama Kasa over him, and them always a me on my neck. To them make I get in neck and me as what they beg. And corner that ho, Mammy so.
And I don't know. Anyway, we're jumping into our next conversation, and I think there are a couple of stories that we might touch on briefly before we hit this Conti one. This one is from the camp of George Britton, my good friend. And last time we do things on agenda, I go post my picture and then my picture for the Kansi SM fan base. Komu kumi wan kasi. That's agenda, but it's all for the love of the game. George Britton. He has expressed concerns over Kuami Eugene's visibility since his departure from Lynx Entertainment. Now, the UK-based showbiz expert, recognized for his work as a media personality, talent manager, and entrepreneur, believes the singer needs a solid team to maintain his influence in the industry. Now, he said Kuami Eugene has been in the industry for a while. He knows what to do and has built relationships, he said in an interview that was cited by mynewsgh.com. But if he wants to work effectively, he needs to form a strong team, one with a good network and members who have key industry connection. Britton noted a decline in the singer's promotional strategies, referencing the recent release of a song on his birthday. Now, he said, back when he was with Lynx, we would have seen more updates about the release. At Lynx, there were people ensuring the public was always informed about what Kuami Eugene was doing. Now, I don't know who on his team and what they are up to, he's told Amansan Krachi. Highlighting the importance of visibility, he added, if I don't see Kuami Eugene posting about his new music on Instagram, I don't see anything elsewhere either. It shows just how crucial a team is. And this is what George Britton, my brother, is saying about Kuami Eugene's brand as we speak. He said, as oira or kakra. But he no get there yet. But he's on his way. That's what he's saying. Let me get into the studio and Tilly, I don't know, ladies first.
Ladies first.
Okay.
I didn't share ladies first.
I'm just so corn. No, ladies first. Or so, me ja come.
And she for Mike.
Okay. Well, so first off, it is not. I think I listened to, was it either your interview or Mr. Andy's interview with Richie, where he spoke about what we call the links case, and when you leave links, then all of that. I think that video really explains what I'm coming to say. It's not necessarily about, we can't hear the artist because the artist is out. Nancy and the artist was in a beef with Dope Nation. So if it's about conversation around artists, for some time now, he and Dope Nation, they have been in conversation. Like they have been part of entertainment conversation. I think that's even culminated to the project he dropped, Odrasem, the project he dropped. And the project, per where I sit, is doing quite well. And the truth of the matter is, I understand where George Britain is coming from. And to me, I can I also feel that way. And it's simply because the machinery that, of course, will move things, orchestrate things, and plug things for an artist under a label is not the same when the artist is separated. Unless, of course, the artist builds a similar working team or working machinery around him to keep him moving in that direction. And obviously, as an artist who just departed from a label that, Kuami Eugene is not that artist that was doing his own thing till he was signed to a label. Kuami Eugene was directly signed to a label as we know him. The first hitting in BBR was under a label.
Exactly.
But I am sure that he has learned over the years. Sorry, that's wrong English. Over the years. He has picked some skills. But you see, the record label will always have something that makes them powerful as a record label, as opposed to you being an individual artist. So you will have the fans, you will have the weight, you have the influence to drive audience, but you might not have the plug. That's that record label has that kept you on that level. You might not also have the loyalty of the industry as the record label did. And if you look at Lynx Entertainment carefully, Lynx Entertainment, they have a lot of goodwill in the industry, especially with the media. What's their talent? There's a way that they find a way to get the person. And that is not on the artist or the talent too. It is the label. Same way when we talk about Rocky Dalhuni and the label he signed to the Grammy thing. That is the job of the label. So the artist, they obey the Juma, but the label, their job is to do the business side of it, the marketing, the press releases, making sure that there's visibility for the talent. So it is not surprising that once he leaves that label, obviously there will be a dip, but it doesn't mean he probably stay there for the rest of the time or he's going to sink. It just means that he's going to find his foot. And now let me come back to another thing. Richie of Link said that it could even be that comparing what they pump in as a label and what they get, Kuami Eugene is probably having success now per the amount he has pumped in and what he's recouping. So you cannot use that level of success to measure him when success is success.
Exactly.
Maybe they are putting 2 million and they are getting only 1 million back or 2.1 back. But maybe he's putting in 100 and he's getting 300. Do you get it? So there's the metrics of success here, it varies. To him, probably he's been successful. But I don't want us to discount what George Britain too said. He's saying a good thing. Kuami Eugene just dropped a project. I know how Kuami Eugene project feels like when he was under a record label like Lynx, especially when he dropped a classical song like Odrasem. This is not the level of Kuami Eugene. Unless we don't want to tell the truth to the artist and want to beat about the bush. But with somebody just left a label, I think he's doing his best. And I think it can only get better. That is what I think. But of course, we can see that there is a dip in the level. There is a dip because...
Do you see that?
Yes. And I agree with him. There is a dip because the machinery, the PR machinery, the marketing team, the people that were on the ground shaking hands with DJs and doing things, they are no longer there. The artists, of course, will have to use one project to find all those guys, and that is Odrasem. So the best thing he did for himself after leaving the record label was dropping a song that was good enough that you cannot say Umbo. The song is good. Once in your lano eka boo eka say the song is good.
Yeah.
And now wow better piano. You want to support. And he's using this to now get his feet on the ground and then see the right person for the right job and the right thing for but to me, dear, we cannot use the success that he was talking at length for this one because the mechanism and the playing field are not the same for the artist.
Okay.
But the dip is there, but I don't think he will sing. I think he will get his right soon.
Okay. Chotome.
Chairman.
Kuami Eugene vanish. He vanish.
Oh, you know, vanish.
No vanish, but it
I
dip.
mean, and the thing is that even if he was even on the label. I mean, being on the label for many years, there were times that you do not have the same level of. I mean, the levels have not been the same when he was at the label because when even it comes to release of albums, if this person Kiddy releases this year, the following year will be Kuami Eugene. I mean, the level of relevance and hits has not been the same. So we cannot. It's happening in every artist's life. That is why every year or over the period there has been different artists of the year because and if you check songs of the year, VGMA. It has been from one artist to another artist. It means that an artist does not have it all throughout the year. You understand? All the years. There will be times it will be off season, times in season, music. So it could be that is one of his off seasons. And mostly artists off season come with. He just came from a monster hits. He just came from an accident. You know, I mean, when he was doing a lot on his feet, going on tour abroad, then boom, accident happens. The person is recovering. He's had a monster hit, Monica. And, I mean, over that, just the just ended TGMA, he had a couple of, I mean, what do you call nominations. Now the person is moved on to be on himself. And I think it's not even been a year since he moved on. So definitely, I'm sure, and he's not released, you know, there are some projects that when artists release, you see that this is a project, they are going all out for it. There are some of the videos, songs he doesn't even shoot a correct video for. He does a visualizer.
Yeah.
Belinda, you know. So I'm sure he's cooking. Just that maybe he's not served the food yet. So we need to give time some time. And even in the absence of that, I don't think Kuami Eugene is doing badly. I mean, if you check his numbers, he's not doing badly. If you TikTok among others, he's still been able to have songs which are able to be in the system. So, I mean, there are some people working. I mean, I've had that experience that when they release, there were people who send you the song. They will invite you to maybe listening sessions among others. Yes, now they will not be working for you, but I'm sure he has his also team. His team he's working with, and the time that they want to run with a certain project. Look at the events they organize, the children's show they organize at LWAC.
Yeah.
The New Year. It was a big show. Look at the stage and how the whole thing was coordinated. It was beautiful. So let us give some time, as Kim Paluta said.
Yeah.
So we just need to give some time, and I'm sure he will do well because Kuami is a fantastic person.
Amazing
Aside
artist.
that, he's still writing songs.
Amazing artist,
the song
writer,
he wrote for
producer.
Empress is a big hit now. I mean, one of the songs too. I mean, you can't do away with in the gospel music industry, and that is coming from written, produced by Kuami Eugene. So we should give some time.
And let's see what happens.
Yeah,
It's too early.
It's too early. Okay. It's too early.
Well, music from Kuami Eugene. Title of the song is Odo. jam we dear and a jam. Yeah, but that we are not going
privately.
Bibi ne crown pono.
That we are not going to
I will say yo bibi. I borrow.
Bibi
I
be doing chain.
I will do chain.
Now I put my hand
on a more professional way.
Hits 103. Hits 103.9 and Showbiz Review Xtra. It's on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 12 with myself, DJ Slim, and my team here, Tilly Kuami God and Mr. Adam Chotombe. Occasionally, we want to say a guest to KWAKU SLIM pop in. We can have Mr. Robert Clark come in. And I'm sure as we make our way to Television Ghana Music Awards, we'll be seeing him more. Because issues day. But Article 1 is also in the news. I mean, during the week, he also made some bold statements saying it is not good for an artist to have hit songs all the time. It is never good for an artist to have hit songs all the time. And this one is from Article 1. Now, Article is saying that, Charlie, if you drop song where you blow, you for not drop another song make you also blow. And I'm a in fact,
that's how decision is.
Musician Bright Homenya, popularly known in showbiz as Article 1, has disclosed why it is not good for an artist to have hit songs all the time. Now, according to the Philo K. Krona, having consistent hits puts a lot of pressure on the artist. It puts a lot of pressure on the artist, which might even stifle his creativity. You cannot be on top forever. So sometimes when the scene is normal without a hit song, it's good a time for you to relax, think well, and come back again. But when you're always hot in the system, it even puts pressure on you, which might stifle your creativity because they are all eyes on you. And this is what he said when he made an appearance at Cape Coast-based radio station called Property FM. Now, Article 1 added that it is okay with not having consistent hit songs because time changes. He explained that he uses that opportunity to work on his craft. He said, to me, I don't really have a problem when I don't have a hit song for a while because I always believe that things keep changing. Me, I take the advantage of every situation. When the music is not kicking like the way it's kicking, it's the right time for me to sit down and go to the drawing board, he answered. And this is a story according to mynewsgh.com. Now back into the studio about hit songs. And when you ask artists this thing, some say his songs be God way they give. Some believe it is divine. Boo made a statement some time back, and I think I can confirm that even some of the biggest record labels in the world still don't know how to make a hit song. They can get a song mileage, but as to the song having an appeal to the people, sitting well with the people, you can have the best writers, you can have the best appeal. You can have the best producers sit down in a room,
including India numbers.
Yo,
India farms.
You can have everything, but still, the song
no go pop,
no go get there. So most of the artists are saying that they believe it is divine, it is God-given. I had a conversation with Sister Fia, and Sister Fia was of the view, that was yesterday, about to drop that pod. And she was also saying, yes, she also believes it's divine, but there's a certain percentage to it. She believes that it's a 70-30 percentage. Nyankopon wom 70, and a wu nipa no so wom 30. And I asked her, so the 30, what does it entail? School has a little bit on it. She believes that the 30 entails promotion, making conscious effort to deliver the product that you have to the people for consumption. That is the 30. You can have a song that is supposed to be a potential hit song. God has blessed it, but if you don't get it to the people, so the 30 entails that. Now, article is saying something quite different, which I believe we should look at it this morning. He believes that if God gives you 30 hit songs, that one self will be pressure that can stifle your creativity. And I beg to differ. This morning, I want article to look at his godfather, Shatta Wale. During the 2015, 16, 17, 18 era, where man was dropping hit songs like crazy. Me boy mon kan chem sem boy. Shatta go fit go bath safe, then he be hit song.
Freedom.
No, he dey go bath oh. And yes, be in the studio.
Okodware obi e shower and make it sound. And a chance in the pill the ball for rather than it hits.
People don't understand some of these things. And it was consistent for a period, oh, years, oh. There were years that Walefi dropped 13 bangers. How many months do we even have in a year? How many months do we even have in a year? How many months? Do I believe that the creative ability of an artist can run out? Yes, I believe that. I don't believe it can run out completely. I believe it can get a little bit shaky kakra sometimes. Because it comes from, most of them that I have dealt with will say that it comes from a place of peace. So whenever they are troubled, it's hard for them to get it out there. But I'm here thinking, I've seen interviews of big superstars when they say that, Charlie, how were they able to maintain it? It's like, sometimes when we are on stage, our next venue will be the studio. We are on stage performing, right from stage we are going to the studio. So I, contrary to what Article 1 says, I believe it's, hard work. Because if not for anybody, if I'm not going to reference any artist, I can reference Sarkodie, I can reference Shatawale, I can reference Stonebwoy. And these people have been having back-to-back hit songs for years. I don't know why? This is my stand on it, but maybe Adam disagrees. Let me allow him to also come in.
When I was listening, I thought that he was going to even make a point on health grounds to some extent to suggest that, having his songs throughout may, in a way, affect your ill health if you are not, conscious about it. Because, those of us who work with artists who are on the road every day, we know how it is. Like, at times, they get up tired from one show to the other, one event, because that's what the hit songs bring. Yeah. You need to move from here. Your time of sleeping is even suspect. How you eat. There are times like you'll be on the road and you have to just buy something and chew, so to have a certain energy. Then your throat. Then within the week you have to take some ginger. I was thinking he was going to go on that level because there's that health bit which is very important, because when you are not there, the body is not there, it will be difficult for you to follow out with the ripple effect of the hit songs, because it brings work. But if you put that aside, I think that for business sake, it is good to have hit songs. Even if, because at times you are not able to even determine when the next hit song is going to come.
Exactly.
So if you say this year, let me do hits. Okay, next year, I don't have to do hit song. Chairman, if you are not careful, we're not going to hear from you again. You go 10 ghosts. So every worker is looking at success at the end of the day. And as an artist, the hit songs leads to success for you. Exactly. So you should be interested in putting in the mechanisms which will get you the hit songs, because at the end of the day, that is what is going to put food on your table, and it's going to fund your craft. Because through hit songs, it's one thing which makes the brand looks very relevant. And when you see the brand is relevant, it becomes what we call TOMA, top of mind awareness. And when you have a brand which is top of mind awareness, which is easily for people to recall, identify, and do everything which visibility, which visibility does, then it means it's opening you up for businesses where you can either decide to use that top of mind awareness, that relevance you are having, to go into merchandising, stage shows where you can be able to command people to be there. Then people put you on shows because they know your brand is hot. You can bring them,
the numbers that they want, yeah.
And other brands will engage you, knowing that, we can ride on the brand power of this artist to be able to market our products. And that is also money. You can get other influencer deals from that. So if these are positives, which comes with constantly having his songs, I think it is artistically rewarding. And every artist should look towards that. Because if you intentionally decide not to have a hit song, it may go to affect you. So that's why do your best and leave the rest.
Okay.
You understand? You don't have to intentionally decide that you are not. Maybe that song will be the song which will take you to certain places that you can never dream of. So I will urge artists to always focus on, especially when the fact that you go to studio to record the song, make sure that you have positive talk about the song and how to make the song go to the audience you've made the song for. So that at the end of the day, you can still be in business, because if the song know they move, it makes business difficult. If you are around artists, and some of them, if you know the movie, they affect them.
Oh yeah.
Psychologically, if you are talking to them, like and some of them, they will do everything and let you know they move, and at times they even want to give up. So article, Charlie, allow the song to go. Don't intentionally decide to stifle it, because if you do that, Charlie, if you are not careful, which me share to him for many years.
Tilly.
Article boy.
Oh wow.
Hating them, but yes, on no person of money. Or they hating them quite one say, ban
All be lie.
All be lie. You set up. Because I've just read the quotes from the article. The article you read about Article 1. I've read the quotes, and they are all self-contradictory. The things he's saying, it contradicts the premises of what he's saying.
Okay.
You cannot be on top forever. So sometimes when the scene is normal without a hit song, it's a good time for you to relax, think, and come back again. Listen, as an artist, you can decide not to drop a song. Just go on a break for your health, to take off pressure that's probably during a festive season like December, you can decide not to do it, and it takes pressure off. But once you go into the studio and you have dropped a project, you are expecting that it reach a certain level. So anytime Article 1 drops a project, he expects the project to reach somewhere. Now, the reason I'm saying his statement is self-contradictory and all be lie, it be say, here's what he says. Me, I take advantage of every situation. When the music is not kicking like the way it's kicking, which means that there is a certain goal he wants it to kick. But if there's some way they reach, so it now far. Now I tell home on what you say. So be say it be where won't make, or it be okay to where the song no hit. The songs have go. So he doesn't make it pressure him. He just relax. But if he gets the option, like all his song go be hit. Because every artist that says, okay, finally, and you're producing a method about it, they don't put it out there hoping that it stays amongst friends and family. They are hoping it goes beyond. But because back to back, somebody can have one hit and then they'll dry out after.
Yeah.
Just one hit, they'll dry out. Because they are not creative people. Hit number 2 or more cancel.
Yeah.
What you say? ABS some stills we are now in the moment. It matched whatever they had to a picked. Such people when you hit you open the 10 years you crowd on your hit you. Because our stills near this are hitting by their core. Do you get it? So there are some people too. They can go back to back hits every time, and they will still go back to back. yes, it makes sense. As I said, those people, when they see that the creativity pot is getting empty, they take a break.
Yeah.
They don't produce a song and say, oh, this song, I'm just producing. No. Once they are doing the project and they are dropping, they have hopes for the project. What you said, that's what I'm trying to say, So it's either you are taking a break as an artist from the music, saying that I am going to get my creative juices going again and then pump myself and move on it and all that. But as long as you are dropping the song, you have a target and that target be hit. So it's not onto him to tell us.
They can also drop a song and the target might not be to get a hit out of it. There might be their personal message that they are putting out there.
Then they should leave it in their diary.
Ah.
As long as they are putting it out there, I'm telling you.
They can do a song that is for good. TGMA, they have music for good.
Music for good doesn't mean that if the song becomes popular, it automatically doesn't become music for good again.
No, I understand. But for a hit song and how we define it in our system, it should be a song that has mass appeal, right?
And I'm saying that every project they drop, whether it is a prayer song or it is music for good.
Yes. They want it to reach
a certain mileage because
then
every all ear be ear.
If it's my personal story and it doesn't get to everybody, but it gets to the person, I wanted Wadu to hear it, and but Wadu now has it on his phone. I've achieved.
They don't put it on the streaming platform. Send it to Wadu's DM. Do you get it? As long as you put the project out, you are expecting a certain level of mileage to the project. It just doesn't come. Bana Ember, to me, as an catch a man for say, oh, every nominee is a winner. You can't the brave losers, no.
Every nominee is the winner. No, but that's true.
Oh my dear, we say it just to be part of the losers.
No. Till you are being mean today. You are being mean today. Every nominee is a winner. And
how many Grammy Awards has Rocky Dawuni won?
He's not won, but he's a winner.
I thought you said every.
No.
I thought you said every nominee is a winner.
No, the winner in that context. No, the winner in that context is not the final winner, but a winner to be there.
Hey, gentleman.
Because amongst the reggae songs that were submitted, he won a slot in there.
As a nominee, not a winner.
As a nominee, but
he's not a winner.
No, but he won a slot.
Oh no, Masa, he didn't win a slot. He was nominated. Don't put the word "won" there to confuse listeners.
The word there is they were looking for 5 people for that slot, and now they chose him. He won his slot.
So I'm asking, how many Grammy Awards? Since every nominee is a winner, how many awards has Rocky Dawuni won? I beg you. Reply me.
He has won 4 nominations.
He has got 4 nominations. He hasn't won 4 nominations.
We're winning nominations 4. We're winning 4.
What do you mean if you? But what I'm saying is that as long as you put the project there, nobody goes out hoping to fail. Once it's either you are taking a break from the music to recoup your juices, but once you put the project out there, you have hopes that the project will pick. So now that he has dropped a project, feel good, and I say feel okay.
Feel
okay, If let's say a picker, you think Article 1 will not drop another project? He will drop in hopes that a person pick.
Yeah.
But so Ohena said it's too much pressure. The best thing he will do is to not drop the music. Because once you are putting it out there, and I say a picking a mega hitter, you won't tell me you won't go on tour, you won't play shows simply because there's too much pressure.
Yeah.
Even when you knew it could be the potential or it could amount to that, and I will drop a project. No, it me one day it's not. He shouldn't make you look like hit open hit banemba ebeba, but don't make it look like no. Don't do that. We are all grown ups here. We know how the industry works. We are all grown ups. Don't play that game with us. Because, and I make any statements now, it was self-contradictory. Too much.
I would say. Article 1. Title of the song is Feel Okay. Showbiz Review Extra on Hits FM.
and push his. And I think it's helped. It's got my name out there.
It's not easy to say that let me leave mine and focus on somebody's own.
I think my stronghold is being a producer. I can rap, I can sing, I can do it because I'm a producer. Every producer can do a little bit of music. It's just how you want to put your mind to the music and do it. I think me and Kwa have been working for some time now, and we have no one basically to do the thing for us.
Okay.
So yeah. The bed and then you're number out. So and he's more well known.
Yeah.
So if the focus is on him and I'm behind him, gradually I'll get there. So I decided, okay, let's do this. I didn't even tell him I'm putting my career on hold. I just realized I had to put my career on hold and do it, because if I say I want to focus on the production, that's the way. So I've been producing for some time now, and I think things have been good. Basically, every stage he goes, I go with him because I'm on Dondo too. So it's enhancing my career at the end of the day. He's putting me on big stages I've never been and all. So I think it's a plus. Yeah.
Would you say it's also benefited you financially?
A lot.
A lot.
You want this go.
Yemo we use of one. Sconty, man, they talk.
It's been tough, but at least it's teaching me a lot. It's enhancing my craft and whatever I want to do. I think combining my music and putting my music down and say, okay, I want to focus on choir.
Exactly.
And let it happen. So, because when it happens, at the end of the day, we are all going to be fed. So, I decided to put my career on hold and push his. And I think it's helped. It's got my name out there.
It's not easy to say that let me leave mine and focus on somebody's own.
I think my stronghold is being a producer. I can rap, I can sing, I can do it because I'm a producer. Every producer can do a little bit of music. It's just how you want to put your mind to the music and do it. I think me and Kwa have been working for some time now, and we have no one basically to do the thing for us. So yeah. The bed and then you're number out. So and he's more well known.
Yeah,
so if the focus is on him and I'm behind him, gradually I'll get there. So I decided, okay, let's do this. I didn't even tell him I'm putting my career on hold. I just realized I had to put my career on hold and do it, because if I say I want to focus on the production, that's the way. So I've been producing for some time now, and I think things have been good. Basically, every stage he goes, I go with him because I'm on Dondo too. So it's enhancing my career at the end of the day. He's putting me on big stages I've never been and all. So I think it's a plus. Yeah.
Would you say it's also benefited you financially?
A lot. my music and putting my music down and say, okay, I want to focus on KWAKU.
Exactly.
And let it happen. So, because when it happens, at the end of the day, we are all going to be fed. So, I decided to put my career on hold and push his. And I think it's helped. It's got my name out there.
It's not easy to say that let me leave mine and focus on somebody's own.
I think my stronghold is being a producer. I can rap, I can sing, I can do it because I'm a producer. Every producer can do a little bit of music. It's just how you want to put your mind to the music and do it. I think me and KWAKU have been working for some time now, and we have no one basically to do the thing for us. So yeah. The bed and then you're never out. So and he's more well known.
Yeah,
so if the focus is on him and I'm behind him, gradually I'll get there. So I decided, okay, let's do this. I didn't even tell him I'm putting my career on hold. I just realized I had to put my career on hold and do it, because if I say I want to focus on the production, that's the way. So I've been producing him for some time now, and I think things have been good. Basically, every stage he goes, I go with him because I'm on Dondo too. So it's enhancing my career at the end of the day. He's putting me on big stages I've never been and all. So I think it's a plus. Yeah.
Would you say it's also benefited you financially?
A lot.
A lot.
And that is music producer Sconti in an interview with my sweet sister Doreen Avio on Daybreak Hits, where he revealed that he made a decision without even discussing with KWAKU. And that decision is to put his career on hold for KWAKU Kessie. And before this might actually be our last topic for the day, I want us to touch on it briefly, and then we can activate the phone lines for our listeners to also come through. My personal take on this is it's a good thing, but a very, very risky move as well, especially if you're an artist. I mean, one way or the other, you are complementing each other, but competing also on a certain level. So if you decide to complement and then hold your own off in hopes that when the other guy gets there, he pulls you along, and it doesn't happen. I think that is where the word disappointment has why it disappointed, because you appointed yourself and they disappointed you. One problem bit messy, but then ideally, in the ideal world, that is supposed to be the way forward. If you have a friend, or if you have somebody that you're working with, that person is also a creative genius, but in a stronghold, another side, and you guys are supposed to team up. Yeah, that is the way to go. But we've heard stories of artists and their producers that held them down from the genesis, and when they get to a certain level of which they are also supposed to elevate them, whether it's the sound that they wanted, the certain sound, whether they need some upgrade in their production. It drew yem fesikane madi on any start, or Bakwa could use kind of for another artist be, and then a conversation, it be the label way then go do. That is where some of these things come in. But I mean, who are we to judge? So for now, media, I'll sit on the fence and then make sure that I have some chilled water to drink, and then wait for it to happen. And then I'll be there saying, manka, sana be baby, aname boy.
One cousin, and you see
it. And I may say, for now, and I may bump to say, NC.
But you are right to also go in that way, because we can hear rocket science, we have seen it. Because
do you want me to mention artists and their producers?
Don't even mention, because we all know. And the truth of the matter is that we can't think, or we can't assume for any artist that is still in the game of doing music, like KWAKU said, that his biggest hit is in his past. No, he's probably about to have one of his biggest monster hits. What if that project was not done by you? Unless, of course, on your KWAKU say what exclusive rights say, and an exclusive deal say, all your songs must be produced by me. Then that way, if KWAKU goes contrary and then probably gets a hit or doesn't get a hit, Sconti has a cause to be peeved, because we have a deal. But you see, the truth of the matter is, you should know yourself as an individual, where your strength is. And then if you can shine alone, you shine alone. If you have to partner to shine, you partner and shine. That was one thing that the late Mauli Semevo, we were for able to the late can we. the late Uncle Mao Lisabeth taught me when I was working with him. Know thyself. Know thyself. Know yourself enough to know where your strength is. Know yourself enough to know that if you are not A and you are B, but if you want to be A, you have to humble yourself and work with A. So I think that is the realization Scotty had at some point. That's massa. Maybe I'm my strength, I was producing music. Maybe I'm not somebody that can write the hit songs. So why don't I produce the hit songs and my brother with his voice will sing and his lyrics will sing and we'll get a hit and we'll both enjoy. And that is where I think that decision was onto him to have made. And to me, it was good he knew himself enough to make that decision. But the but comes in now that he has put it out there that I did it for him. Because clearly you didn't do it for you, did it for yourself because you have benefited from it. Per the interview that you just played, he financial benefited when exposure when So unless Kwakese told you that put your music singing career on hold and produce for me, every decision you made it because you saw some benefits that came with it. So for you to now today say you did it for Kwakese, it's too much pressure to put on a friend or a brother. It's too much pressure. Like it's too much pressure to put on a brother's mind. Say, hey, for me, my brother to do the music again. What you say? So unless, of course, you have some exclusivity rights, which I said at the beginning, with Kwakese, that makes him now, even if Kwakese wants to do a project with another producer, he go think twice. He will feel like, am I betraying a brother? Should I let the work suffer because I don't want to betray a brother? So I feel like it's just too much pressure he has put on Kwakese. But that thing he did was a nice thing that benefited him clearly as he stated. But to make it look like, now I agree with you, say in the future, if something happens, or say Kwakese was ungrateful, I put my career on hold for him. Wait till they see what they do. But you see, as per what he said, Kwakese is not even aware.
So what's wrong?
He's not even aware.
I made that decision without even discussing
God,
it.
People not put me in places where I don't know there's stuff in my life. Expectations that I don't even know that I'm supposed to meet. Because what he did, it was a beautiful thing. He saw his level. Me that I know that I they talk plenty. I know say me yeah.
Tunya artists be artists, so artists are only then you talk for that.
Yeah, I promote that. I talk about him in Japan. In fact, who they about cry? Yeah, projects be every month. Yeah, drop it a cover. I want to say he's not in Ghana, but we have to keep the audience active and engaged into every month. We are about drop a project from now to November.
Okay,
and it's not a new song. Old songs. No, I in the cover. It's a new one. I drop it or the latest one. I drop it. A fire. It's a prayer song. Ghana. New Year, every year be before frozen or bomb pies and fire and see Tipachoko at the Japan YouTube fire and see. But you want to know you, so this is my strength. I guess they do what you say. But I can't.
Have you put your career on hold?
I haven't put my career on hold. It is part of my career. In fact, what I am doing is part of the job I do. So I cannot go and sit somewhere one day and say, I put my career on hold to promote him. It is not fair to the. It puts an undue pressure on the guy. You get it? But all the same, I am sure that at some point when he sits down, he will realize, he also got some benefits with that partnership and that decision he made. What's he saying? And unless Kwakese told him to do that for me, I don't think it's fair to put that out because it gives him pressure. Maybe your brother will be like, oh, it be cool, oh, Charlie, it be brother, but deep down you give one pressure, you know they need.
Yeah, even but pressure to succeed.
Charlie, and not be saying if succeed self. If he succeed, if we take you along with that. So by yes, right now, so no kwanu so sumu me nusu. Never better, sir. 18 part of my career, as part of my talking. I'm also pushing. Go on YouTube. And the Japan Fire cover watch over us. And no maybe I was sorry. I was so catching. They said before you say before we touch a road, catching a mess of a weekend to Kohona Cotiano.
I want people to see me. I'm marketing myself. You want my visibility to go down like Kuami Eugene?
Oh, problem. Whilst God is making you visible.
Do you want George Britain to say that DJ Slim visibility?
God for protect you whilst you are being visible.
Okay, protection.
If for protect you.
Okay.
If for cover you, make you not get any trouble.
Then say it that way.
Yes, I mean sure yes. So cause I can say now change when you are trouble. But I mean cause on guide you know, on guide you dream, and guide your intelligence. Send your beya. Yeah, kasa you know. Yeah, nya something. I mean fire see it.
What's the name again?
Ed Japan.
Ed
EDD Japan. It's Moko YouTuber Ed Japan fire see cover Moko tie. What's your power story at 5 a.m.
Fantastic.
Or down 10 crown out but fire see.
Okay.
We
activate the phone lines quickly. Debbie, 03022165668, 03022165667, or 05488411039. That is 05488411039, or 03022165668, 03022165667. Any of the stories that we touched on this morning, you guys can come through and give your submission on it as well. Adam Chutomi, Squanty again.
Oh, I mean, it's just the spirit of working together, brothers deciding to use each other's strength to support, I mean, the brother. I've met them on a couple of occasions, and I love the bond between them, and it's why they've been able to make some good songs over the period. And for me, I don't see anything wrong, especially when that support is reciprocated, because he also believed that he's benefited from the aura around KWAKU one way or the other, because it's made him popular as a sound engineer, and I'm sure that people are giving him certain gigs, and it is as a result of that. And also that aside, he gets the opportunity to perform with KWAKU, and I'm sure he makes some money through that too. So it's a win-win situation. For me, it's a positive one.
Phone lines are active. Folks come in, join the discussion, as I also read a couple of comments coming in on Facebook as well. Any of the stories that we touch on, from Stonebwoy versus Stonebwoy versus Dennis of Akwaba UK versus Alodia versus West Coast. Hey, Charlie, this versus the doors of power. And yeah, but from that to that of Sconti, to that of the Kuami Eugene visibility, a story from
RIP to the legend to Maoli Semevo. I mean, it's quite unfortunate. He passed on just last Thursday. I mean, last night, when it dropped in the group, everybody was really sad that, this man has passed away. Especially going through this route, I mean, that's a painful one. Because if you even listen to how his junior brother who stays with him narrated the whole incident, it makes it even painful, because they were both in the bedroom when Uncle Maoli was asleep, and I think he suspects the deep freezer caused the fire. So at the hall. So, I mean, through his noise and others, Uncle Maoli woke up, and they were looking at options to go out. You know, when there's fire like that, I mean, the doors becomes enlarging, and to some extent, it get locked. So, for him, the younger brother decided to stay in the bedroom.
Hold on to that thought, and let me get to the phone lines and talk to our first caller. Hello, Yao.
Yeah, DJ Sam.
Yeah, everything cool?
Everything nice.
Nice one. Talk to us. We're listening.
I was listening to the show last week, but I tried to call, but I did not get a chance. Now, Brother Adam, the host, now one guy be friend, and I see Christian Fuye, Yamesum for. But now me perceive me correctly. The Christopher and Yamesum for. different. You were Yamisum for any other Christo for. It's there, Christian. The OD cries, and I do not yet say cries. Never Yamisum for no some Yami or for Christian. So,
okay.
Well, last week, no more about gospel category, and as I the copy.
Okay.
Now, come in, me friend. Now, me say, now one guy they can say a Christopher and Yamisum for. No, two different ideas.
Okay. Okay, yeah, thanks a lot for joining us. Phone lines are still active. I think we can talk to two more people and then we wrap up. 05488411039. That is 05488411039 or 03022165668 or 03022165667. Let me read a couple of messages on Facebook. This one is from Neo Donko. You're saying DJ Slim downplay the work of the UK promoters on your podcast. You said so many things that were untrue. Now you're preaching peace, and I'm sure you found out the truth, but you don't want to talk. I think these are some of the things and a statement come from people and like Charlie. So as I talk about peace, they like he still feels, I forgo a certain tangent because he has another message saying at this point, I think his FM belongs to Stonebwoy. These are some, I am not in to support anybody. I'm saying the two of them can survive. It's a big space. And even this competition helps raise awareness about the event. There are other events that people are not even talking about. Don't they also have organizers as well? And also, but people are talking about this because they feel that maybe as big as these brands are, they might conflict or they might crash at a certain point. Yeah, can't want them so no. Let them work. You get it. And then at the end of the day, let them push the brand Ghana. Still, they understand. And these are the type of conversations where, it's on the fan base level because from where he's coming from, he might also be lined or skewed towards one of the maybe event organizers of which, and I mean, in all fairness, if you watch my podcast, I highlighted the importance of event organizers. Don't they also have flaws? I can point so many of them out. I have personally engaged event organizers outside the country. I have the right to do that because I witnessed them.
You've witnessed experience.
I have experienced it. You still don't want because you feel or you are aligned to one. Let us promote peace today. Still not here.
Oh yeah, forget. I mean, there are people who don't understand. So now and there.
Oh man. Anyway, original Koguda is saying Slim, KWAKU Slim. Seriously, I think some artists need PROs because they blown on Fankwa. His songs also has its peak once. His songs also has its peak once you slow down your promo level. So as the song, I think once you come again. This is from original Koguda. And I think we can wrap up on this one. Let's finish up with your submission.
Yeah, so I think. When it happened like that, the younger brother decided to stay in the bedroom and find ways out in breaking the louvers and trying to ensure that they called the fire service. So they called. But I think Uncle Mauli wanted to get out first. So because he felt the fire could move from the hall to the bedroom. So unfortunately, he moved out. And when he was trying to open the door, the fire was, the inferno was in the hall. So when he was trying to open the door and get out, that is where he got stuck a bit and he got bent in the face. But he still was able to rush out to the extent that the brother said he had him down there telling them that his brother is locked up there. Mm. And, unfortunately, the situation became so dangerous that they had to take him to the Senate Hospital first. And they realized that, for the way the situation is, let's refer him to the Rich Hospital. And, from what we heard from experts at the hospital, he had about 44% of his body bent. And the doctor was even, saying that if he's able to survive like 21 days, then there's going to be some chance of survival. And I think he did about 13 or 14 or so. And he was not able to survive those number of days. And as a result, he had some respiratory difficulties because of the face which was bent. It's sad that he had to go this way. He's been a very, even in retirement. I mean, he worked at the National Theatre also. So in his retirement, he was helping a lot of productions there and impacting many generations with craft. So I want to say a very big condolences to the family and whoever he's left behind. We believe that he's going to get a befitting burial because he's been an ardent soldier of the creative arts.
Well,
and please just log on to YouTube right now. YouTube right now. Check on Ella Music. I mean, she's out with a new song. I mean, Column. The new video is out. The video is beautiful, Charlie. Video I mean, Ella. Super talent. You know, Ghana should watch out for her. So check Column out. The visuals are out on YouTube.
Okay. Well, thanks all for joining us, Adam. Thank you.